In this lesson, we're going to be using the box method to do 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication. This is usually the first step before you learn the standard algorithm. Let's look at our first example. We have 36 times 5. So we have a 2-digit number, 36, and we're multiplying it by a 1-digit number, 5. Our first step is going to be to draw a box. And I'm going to do this a horizontal box. And because 36 is a 2-digit number, I'm going to divide it into 2 parts. My next step is to take 36 and I'm going to split it up into its expanded form. And we know from our place value unit that the expanded form for 36 is 30 plus 6. And I'm going to record that on top of the 2 boxes. So you see how there's 2 boxes this way, but 1 box over here. So I'm going to put it on the 2 boxes. Then my next step is to write the single digit 5 over here on the side. Since it's the single digit, it's going to go on the side with just 1 box. Okay, now that I have my box set up, I'm going to do some multiplication. In this first box, right here, I'm going to multiply 5 times 30. So I've broken it up into parts. I'm going to multiply 5 times 30. And I know to do that, I'm going to do 5 times 3 is 15. And then that 0 I bring down to make 150. It wouldn't make sense to say 5 times 30 is 15. We have to bring that 0 down to make 150. My next step is to multiply the 5 by the 6. And I know 5 times 6 equals 30. Now, the 2 numbers that I have in the boxes are called partial products. Partial products. And we know the product is an answer to a multiplication problem. So partial means part. These are part of the product, our final answer. In order to find our final answer, I'm going to add those partial products together. So I'm going to set up my math problem over here, my addition. Make sure to line up the place value. So the 3 must go under the 5 because that's the tens place. I start in my ones column. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 plus nothing is 1. So my final product is 180. That's the answer to 36 times 5. Let's try another example. So here I have 8 times 24. 24 is my 2-digit number, so that's the one I'm going to break apart into expanded form. 20 plus 4. Now my single digit is 8, so it's going to go on the side over here. Now that I have my numbers in place, I can multiply, starting with the 8 times 20. 8 times 2 is 16. Then I bring the 0 down to make 160. My next step, I'm going to multiply the 8 times the 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Now that I have my 2 partial products, 160 and 32, I'm going to come over to the side and add those together. 160, 32, adding those together. Starting in the ones column, 0 plus 2 is 2, 6 plus 3 is 9, 1 plus nothing is 1. Now I have my final product of 192. So 8 times 24 equals 192. Let's look at a final example. 19 times 9. I'm going to take the two-digit number 19 and split it up into its expanded form, writing that above the boxes. Well, I know that 19 in expanded form is 10 plus 9. And then my single digit, 9, that I'm multiplying by, is going to go on the end. Now that I have my formula set up, I can start my multiplication. 9 times 10 goes in the box where they would cross. 9 times 10 is 90. Then I move to the other problem, 9 times 9, which I know is 81. Finally, I'm going to add those partial products, 90 and 81 together. Start in the ones column, 0 plus 1 is 1, 9 plus 8 is 17. So my final answer of 19 times 9 is 171. So our steps listed out for the box method multiplication is you're going to draw a box, split the two-digit number into expanded form and write it on top of the box. Write the single-digit factor on the other end of the box. Multiply both parts of the two-digit number by the single digit and record in the boxes. Finally, add the partial products together to get the total product. That is how you do the box method for a two-digit number times a one-digit number.